What's up, guys? 8 here, my boy Joey. Just got what, third today, right?
Yeah, like the 6th, 7th week in a row. Second, third, he goes back and forth with this deck.
But 7 times topping, that's what I'll title it.
17 times.
Do you want to just get right into it, or you have shout outs or anything?
Yeah, let's get right into it.
I bet. Since they're gonna kick us out soon.
Yeah, we gotta speed run this one. 3 the blue one, 2 the pink or red one.
Why 2? I've seen people play 1.
Because I want to open one of these every game, and your hands that you usually lose going first, or if you don't open any of them.
Why is this the one that people play 3?
Because this, if you summon this and it gets negated, you have this. This is the extender because you have to control the Lila to summon it.
Oh.
And then this one summons this one, which is the best card in the graveyard. That's the 2 reasons why.
That's fair.
Yeah, this card's crazy, but you never play more than one of this because you don't want to see it by itself. But yeah, this is the correct ratio, I think. And then I'll play more of the 2 secret passwords and 3 of the Sunny Snitch, just more Rotas.
That searches the spell,
yeah,
right?
This searches this, and then this searches one of these. So like, I was running 3 of this, and it was clogging my hand too much. Like, I'd open like 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 live twin cards, and like you just lose every time. But the dichotomy with the deck is that you need to open 1 to play well, right? So like, you need to see 1. You don't want to see more than 1. If you can make it work with 2, depending. So like, this I think is the correct ratio. I don't think I'm gonna bounce between 2 and 3 this anymore. I think 2 is just where it's gotta be. So that's the live twin stuff, and then the Spright stuff: 3 jet, 3 blue, 1 carrot, 1 red, 3 starter, smashers, gamma burst. I've been finding every excuse not to play this card, but in this deck, I think this card is so good, and this deck kind of crutches on it to an extent in a way because a lot of times you'll crack boards and stuff, and you won't end on any negates or really anything, so you want to just kill them, right? So like, this is your best way of doing that.
For going second in particular?
Yeah, exactly. And I win so many games in this card. I probably won like 4 or 5 just today on it. I think, like, if you want to cut it, you can try it, but I think you're going to end up going back to like I did.
Have you ever thought about playing more of these?
I don't see people, I've seen people play 2 red or something. I don't see when it ever comes up. Like, you really only need 1 of each. Like, every game I'm ending on this, right? Because I'm scared of evenly and stuff. So like, I don't need more than 1 to do its purposes, which is just to negate 1 spell or trap. And same with this. Like, hard opening, it's fine, but like, I don't want to hard open it necessarily. Like, I'd rather see like other sprites or like live twins or hand traps. So like, I don't see any reason to bump these up, and I don't see any reason to play pixies. I think the card's not that good. So that's it for the Spright stuff, and then the rest is all just hand traps basically. It's 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Infirm, 3 Droll, 2 Bell, and then I have 2 more Book of Moons in here. Yeah,
16 going second cards.
Yeah, I try to always see like multiples of this going second, just because this is the only way the deck really can play going second. Like, you hand trap them once or twice, you summon a live twin, you start comboing off, you gamma burst, and you kill them. It's like the dream scenario. So the hand trap ratio, I've been switching a lot on. I think you need to play this. I think you need to play imperms in this deck, and then the rest of it's kind of whatever. I'm trying Drolls today.
Why do you need to play this over this?
I mean, yeah, I guess you technically don't need to. This is basically the same thing as this, especially because no one's really playing Thrust right now. So like, that's the only argument I guess for it. Oh, and
this one you can draw on their turn off blue.
Yeah, this is actually better in a lot of cases, and also this loses to Lance as well. So like, that's also a huge reason why Veiler's actually pretty good. Maybe this is even better than this right now. And in this deck, especially when you draw 2 on your opponent's turn, it's probably just straight up better. And then I've been liking Draw a lot. I added this in. I was kind of hesitant to, because you draw on your opponent's turn this deck. So like, if you draw this, sometimes you don't want to draw, but like, you can like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when your opponent searches, you can chainlink 1 Droll, and then chainlink 2 Frost to draw, and then Droll resolves at that point, but you still get your Frost draw.
I'm gonna read Frost while you're talking about it.
Yeah, I believe you can do that.
So is it just like if?
Yeah, every opponent adds a card from the deck to their hand, so I'm pretty sure you can chainlink it that way to where you still get the draw, and then they get trolled for the turn.
I'd imagine so. They both activate the same window when a card's added, or if a card's added.
Yeah, and then this card's been pretty good for me. A lot of people don't like this card because it doesn't really do anything. It's cash, but like, it still hits stuff in cash. Yeah, it hits Scareclaw cash, Tier cash, just like other stuff. You can even hit it on Birth, I think, because Birth summons from Grave.
Yeah, it gets summoned from Grave or Banish.
You can kind of mess with your opponent with it. Like, obviously I sided out, but at game 1, it's not the worst hand trap in the world.
And it's decent against the, it's really good against Espia.
Yeah, it's crazy against Espia, and it's good against other Spright variants and stuff, and random shit. Fountain, Mole Cricket, or not Mole Cricket, Fountain and Blessing and stuff like that. And then these I just added in to try it out. I didn't play against Cash all day, so I didn't really know what this is going to do, but just for Rise Heart, people end on the Rise Heart pass. This is the best answer to it, I think.
Yeah, and going first, it's a really good defensive against that,
that's also why I wanted it, because I wanted another card that was good going first. That wasn't Eclipse, because I don't really like Eclipse that much. So yeah, that's the hand trap ratio, and it's a clean 40. I don't think this deck should go over 40. You can try 41, but I don't think it's really worth it.
I can't see what you'd put in to make it over 40.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There's nothing really you're dying to play. Yeah, 41 for start. 1 Desires maybe. We'll do the extra deck first, I guess. It's 2 Zeus because of Rise Heart. Downer. This is a mini Zeus package. And then I'm playing Mosquito. And a lot of people's lists, they cut this one in the live train version because you kill through Gamburst a lot more often than you kill through this. But I just want the insurance for this card, just to kill randomly, like against Vanilla Rise Heart. After you use the effect, something just get a free kill.
What do they cut it for?
Mannequin Cat usually, because it helps you play under Shifter better. But I don't really play against Shifter very much. I think most people have cut it from their list entirely, so I'm not really worried about it. And then this is also a lot of cash players will rip this off Unicorn because they're afraid of you just OTKing them, and you're completely fine with it. Like they don't really have a good target to rip in your extra deck anyway, but like it's fine. Like they rip it, it's whatever. So there's the Mosquito. This is insane in this deck. You just like summon it off of once you're locked into Fiends from the extra deck, you can still summon this guy to the Fiend, right?
Yeah, so, I've been playing this card on Master Duel.
Yeah, this card is crazy good, crazy good. And like half the time your boards are like 2 Live Twins and then like Blue and Jet, and like okay, that's Gym Buster plus Live Twin card. And like that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. And then Soul Sweeper is insane in this deck. It's mandatory. It helps you deal with so many problem monsters. And then 2 Gigantic, obviously. As if for the XYZs, the rest are all just links. I'll save the special card for last.
Ooh,
the link 4. I play 3 Kiss Kill and 2 Lilla. I don't know if this is the correct ratio. I think you can probably get away with 2 of each.
Well, you said that there's not a good card to hit for cash, but technically, shouldn't they just like, if they're going the route where they're summoning the guy to rip anyway, shouldn't they hit this and then summon Unicorn on the standby phase, and once you commit a name, they can hit this? Yeah. And then they turn this completely off. They hit 5 cards, well, 6.
They definitely could do something like that. I think it's probably the best case that they could do that.
But then they're opting to get Unicorn instead of Fenrir, and they also are leaving you with all the Gigantic and shit to break their board.
Option on my turn as well, so yeah, I don't know. Probably correct what you said. Yeah, this card's crazy too. I like this card a lot. Halftime when you end with both of these, like your opponent passes it back to you, you have both. The first thing I'll do is just link them off and make this. It's 100% free, and like it just got a bunch of attack, and you can attack and then tag it out and hit for 22 more.
Is this with Gamma Burst and OTK by itself? Because 33 and then these are double?
Plus 5. Yeah, it's actually
25.
This is 83 right here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
That is insane.
Yeah, you can literally like link these off, go battle phase, attack, summon, Gamma Burst, game. Like, it's kind of crazy. I like this card a lot. It also has a random pop effect, which like you have to send an Evil Twin from your field because you don't play the main deck monster in this deck, but it's still a pop, which comes in handy. And then the last card, which I've been liking a whole lot, is Muckraker. People don't like this, or aren't playing it. I'm not sure if they don't like it or if they haven't tried it, but this card is really good for multiple reasons. Like, one, halftime on the end, well, every time on the Live Twin end board, you link off the 2 link 2s, right?
Yeah.
You link them off, you make maybe one or the other, right? And you lose a body that way. But it's how you get the effects to start activating on your opponent's turn. But if you link into this and then discard a card that you don't really care about and bring back one of them, then you have an extra body here.
And it's protection, right?
Yeah, this is a protection effect against any battle or card effect. You distribute a Fiend instead. So it's really helpful. It helps you dodge some things that you're scared of. And
that's cool when people like to just summon big beaters and try to get over like the carrot and red before they do stuff.
Like tribute this off, just stop the attack or whatever. And also this card, if you don't make this turn 1, it's also a decent follow-up card because sometimes you won't have any Live Twins on your follow-up, but you can discard and get back into them from your graveyard.
Oh, true.
So yeah. You don't have to turn 1 this card. You can just save your follow-up against some matchups and stuff. But yeah, I've been liking this card a whole lot. It's never going to leave my list, I think.
Holy, that's some strong words for it. Never leaving the list.
I mean, you have a bit of space anyway, and like I'm going to play the best card for the slot. And then for the side deck, it's just 1 Ghost Spell. This is the 3rd copy of it. 3 Lancia. I've liked this card a whole lot today. It was putting a lot of work for me.
What do you put it in against?
Putting against Cash. First and second, I think, because going second against Cash, the engine or evenly are both threats, so it helps you cover that matchup really well. I'm not sure what else is really crazy against. Like, I don't think anyone's on birds anymore.
Yeah, Runic.
I brought it in against Dragon Link, and it was really, really good because you can't play the small dragons. You can't banish with Safer.
Levianeer.
Yeah, Levianeer. It cuts off a bunch of their lines and stuff, so I've been liking that a lot. And then 3 Cosmic. This card's great against the backcard decks. It's also great against Cash when you go first. You can side these in, set them. Hits a field spell, hits Birth.
I didn't even think about that against them.
Usually, like the matchup against Cash is pretty hard, even when you go first, unless you floodgate them, because they can just summon Fenrir, and already that makes you use 2 interruptions, right? You can't out Fenrir on 1, so it makes the matchup already kind of hard to begin with. Like, some people make Cash go first when they play this deck because of all the interactions, or like board breakers and hand traps that you have, but I don't like playing that way, so I'll just side in Cosmics and other stuff like that. And then the rest is just 3 evenly. And then for my going first, usually outside of these 5, it's 3 Grave of Super Ancient Organisms, 1 Pointer, and 1 Double Cross. This card's insane. I like this card better than D-Barrier, I think, in this deck.
One thing I like about this in like branded matchups and stuff is a lot of people, me included, play a D-Barrier with Crossout. So having a Floodgate that's still going to hose us and last for turns and then can't be cross-outed is really nice.
It's really, really strong. This card's great against a lot of matchups, too. Any big deck, any Despia and Cash, it kind of covers both those lines for you. And then this card's been really good for me, too. Just how it hits Lava Golem, Sphere Mode evenly, stuff that you're really scared of in this deck, Dark Ruler, but most people aren't on that. And I don't main deck this card. I don't think this card's mainable. I would hate to draw this card when I go second with this deck. I think it would be the worst thing ever, so it just stays in the sideboard.
Do you feel like it's like impactful enough to side though? Like, I mean, you're doing it, but has it felt high impact when you put it in? It's good.
Like, Halftime Smashers is almost the same thing, but Double Cross is just, it helps you, it's a versatile like answer to a lot of cards. And it's just a strong interruption. And if you open either this or the Smashers, you just search the other one.
Yeah, so you're still
you're really chilling, yeah. So yeah, that's the list, basically.
You have any final words or anything?
I like this deck a lot. I think there's a rough Despia matchup. I think you need to really know your shit to really get through that matchup okay. And just draw your Ghost Bells.
And you topped at the locals that had 80 million people playing it.
Despia locals, man. It's rough out here.
Oh yeah, well thank you.
Yeah, try list out, it's fun.